What's up, you guys? And I'm Amber.
And I'm Patty.
And welcome back to another episode of Chromosomes and Chaos.
Two moms, two perspectives, one badass podcast. Hey, so what? Oh, wait. You know what they say that if you look at the person's elbow, you will hit it every day. Just look at the elbow.
It's great.
You didn't know that trick?
That's amazing.
Your day is made.
How does that work?
I don't know.
I was like, this surely is not going to work.
If you are going to give a high five and you look at the other person's elbow, you will nail the high five every single time.
Great.
I don't know why.
Because at the gym sometimes, like, I'll hit someone, I'm like, and I'm like, that was a shit. I'm almost embarrassed. I'm like, I feel like I got to redo it again.
Okay, so for the next week, you got a new season coming in.
Yeah.
Like, all the high five, just stare at the elbow. I'm telling you.
Oh, that was good. I'm gonna go tell the kids that. They're gonna love, they're gonna be not paying attention. They're gonna hit each other in the face. Like, this could just turn into.
Okay. Way to go, Patty. Thanks. Well, hey, so something interesting happened this week. I was out to lunch with a colleague of mine, and she goes, "Hey, congratulations." I'm like, "What are you congratulating me for?" And they were like, "I don't know, your podcast. Like, you have like 5,000 something."
Yeah. So Patty and I talk a lot throughout the week.
Yeah.
Some weeks we go without talking until we see each other on the podcast, but we usually have something to say to each other. Or if a listener's like, "Hey, I really like this episode. It helped me with X, Y, and Z," or we always share those.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was just like working away one day and I got an email and it said, "Congratulations. Your podcast has 5,000 downloads. This is something to celebrate." And I was like, "Holy crap. This is awesome." Yeah. So don't think to tell Patty. And then I shared it on Facebook and I tagged her wife, Lisa, because Patty doesn't have Facebook.
I'm like, probably.
And for some reason, that one I didn't put on Instagram either. I don't know. But yeah, so I shared it on Facebook and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so proud that we started this and we did this and it's impacting people and families. And so then this friend that you went to lunch with must have saw this on Lisa's Facebook. And then we
saw each other at gymnastics that night.
Yeah. And you go, "Hey, my friend came up to me and said that I'm like, Patty."
Are you serious? And so, of course, I did like this, and she sent me, and we had 5,000 downloads, which is amazing.
Yes. So thank you all for following along and sharing this with those that you think it would impact and things. So we're
today we just wanted to say thank you.
And today we want to say thank you and talk about kind of why we started. I don't know. I was driving over here today. I knew we were going to have this topic. I was like, I don't know what to expect with this podcast when we start it. Like, obviously, we want to impact a lot of families, and social media podcasting is a way to reach people.
Yeah.
So we have this big, audacious goal to impact a lot of lives, but also the in-between and like the starting. Like, I didn't know where we'd get this point or how I feel or you're going to feel when we hit different milestones, but I'm pretty freaking
I don't know.
People are probably like,
"Hey, you know what? Don't we still have to go to dinner to celebrate the launch?"
Probably.
We haven't done that
Maybe
yet.
Some of these big podcasters are like, "Guys, it's 5,000. It's not." But we're celebrating.
Great. Yeah, I think it's amazing because we didn't know what to expect when we started this.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think when I look back and, I was hoping to reach, a few people. Right. If it reached one, if it reached 10, if it helps somebody, like, that's the thing. Any type of, I'm big on connection and community. And so the fact that now we have thousands of people that have listened or downloaded or searched it or liked it or all of those things. Amazing.
And then so I Google search like AI, AI nowadays.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is Chromosomes and Chaos podcast? And then I had this huge thing of like, it's by Patty and Amber. And like, I was like, oh my, this is so cool. This was a vision. This was a vision in October. I mean, it's been a vision for a couple years.
Yeah.
But it came to fruition in October. And it's been it's flown by, honestly, but it's also been so fun.
If you knew Amber and I in real life, I think both of us are pretty ambitious people. Like, we have a lot of goals. We're always on the go. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that we were able to do something with it, we both, I think, thrive on momentum and forward progress. And so I think it was just being able to take something that we've talked about for so long. Oh, we got to do it. Oh, we got to do it. Oh, we got to do it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes with everything else in life, with our kids and our jobs and, appointments and therapies and all of the things that we navigate, it just kind of kept putting push down. Oh, it's not a priority.
Right.
We'll figure it out, or let's plan it out.
do it in a couple of years. And at the end of the day, we're going to still be busy in 2 years versus now.
Yeah.
So
we'll probably be busier now our kids are in sports.
That was my biggest fear. I know a question that we're going to kind of ask ourselves is like, what were you afraid of? Yeah. And for me, it was like starting and continuing going and finding the time to like sit down and record and edit and do all that stuff because that's mostly what I was afraid of. And to be honest, to do this, like to get in front of a camera and talk to people and for the first couple episodes, I'd go back and listen, and I try not to now because I'm very critical of myself and I shouldn't have said this and I say this word too much and all that. So I think part of me was just, am I going to be good at this? Mm-hmm. Am I going to have the right things to say? Am I going to, that is in itself, but then also just the consistency of staying with it. Because when you start something, it's kind of like us. We want to continue. Right. And bless my husband's heart, we have a fitness podcast we do too, but that comes very inconsistent. Yeah. And so I was just thinking of that, like, we're going to skip weeks and it's not going to just continue.
I think there's been a couple weeks where we've had to, but I think we've done a pretty good job. I actually had somebody tell me that they, look forward to every Tuesday for that. And we both have incredibly busy lives. And so it does take some planning and intentionality of, I could be running right now, or I could be doing something else, but just kind of finding that set time to say, no, we're going to do this. Because now that we've reached this milestone of 5,000 downloads, it's like that's so many moments that somebody has pressed play, somebody has downloaded, like just those shared moments. And that's like, okay, like. So when you first told me that we had 5,000, I was like, I wonder if all 5,000 are my sister.
Like, no. Your sister, my mom. They just listened to them. They've each listened to them 500 times.
Right. There you go. But no, I think this is a big feat and I think it's worth celebrating. And so we wanted to just do a little deep dive back into the why and why is community so important. So what was it about this podcast, I think, that you wanted to do in the first place? What was it that got us talking?
I personally, I love podcasts. Like I love listening to podcasts because, books are hard for me, to be honest. I can't lay down and focus and read a book, but I can listen to a podcast while I'm driving, while I'm cleaning, whatever. And so I was like, well, there's some people that don't utilize social media as much as we do, right? That maybe have a person with Down syndrome in their life that they just want more education, more knowledge and stuff on. And I was just thinking of when we got our diagnosis of the resources I wish were out there. And I was like, podcasting was one that wasn't, right? Podcasting blew up in the last maybe couple years. Yeah, I would say 5 years. It's really blown up. And I think we have a good niche. Like, I think there's not a lot of, in the fitness industry, there's so many fitness podcasts. There's so many health and wellness and stuff, which is fine. But with Down syndrome, there's not a lot of podcasts that talk about it. And I think my biggest thing was just sharing people's stories because they're just so relatable and you can learn so much from those. But I think that was it. Just awareness and another place for people to get information.
Right.
How about you?
I think originally it was a little bit of the same thing, like, the awareness community. I thrive on connections, right? And so I think anytime that you can have shared humanity, it's a powerful thing. And too often, like I struggle with imposter syndrome, but just having the courage to, I was speaking this week somewhere and we were talking just like, how do you show up, in your life and with work? And it's just having the courage to do the thing, right? And social media highlights a lot of false reality, I think, sometimes with picture perfect, and everybody navigates hard, right? Everybody has a story. And, your strength isn't necessarily determined by who knows your struggle, but again, shared community is a pretty big thing. And I will be honest, I had never listened to a podcast until we started ours. No. Never, not one time. Not one time. I was going to try one time and I was like, how do I even listen? I never had Spotify. People do their what do their yearly thing. I'm Spotify. I don't have Facebook. I didn't have Spotify. There's just certain things but it's been interesting now that we've started ours and I have listened to a few others. a lot of it's timing too. Like
Yeah.
my day is so.
That's why I thought, like, when on your runs and stuff,
Mhm.
when I go walk around, I love to put a good podcast on. And you're
Mhm.
such like a growth minded individual.
Well, thank
So I'm like, where do you get your knowledge and acquire all that? Because you're not a book person, are you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
100%.
are. Oh,
Well, and so I've done books, audio books,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Because
So
it's
they're
so
like
hard
these-
for me to find time to read a book
Right,
page
right,
by page, which
yeah.
I miss and I love, and hopefully when my kids get older.
podcasts, like audiobooks compared to podcasts for me, like if you put an audiobook on, I'm like, I'm not like
Mhm.
the ADHD in me just comes out.
It
But if I
depends
have a
on who's doing the
podcast,
commentary.
that's yes, and the
Yeah,
voice of
yeah,
that
the
person
voice of
reading
the
the book,
commentary.
oh my god,
For sure. Absolutely.
it's just can be so mundane and monotone, and I just can't do that. So like podcasts, but you got to find what you like. But I'm surprised. But you listen to ours
Mhm.
or sometimes whatever. But do you go do you explore other podcasts
I've done
now
a
since
few.
you started
Yeah.
or?
I also am my own worst critic. And so when I listen, I'm like, oh, is that what my voice sounds like?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Addi.
That's why
My wife, when I would be on the news or having to do something, she likes to play a game where every time she counts how many times I say like, one time she turned it into a drinking game, and I'm like, stop it.
Oh,
No.
next week
Oh, we could.
we could make her do that, and we can see how easy if she thinks it's so easy.
Yeah, we were talking about having our partners on the podcast after the gala.
Let's see. Juice this.
Take a jerk. No, I'm
It'll be-
joking. I'm so joking.
It'll be after the gala. Just
Yeah.
that maybe we should ice.
I saw,
Something like that.
hey, I want to do something with you, and it'll be so much fun because I saw a video the other day. I love icing people. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. I have sent
I love
Lisa.
it too.
I have
And-
sent Lisa around on random days, like to go knock on doors of all of our friends and just ice them.
Is this appropriate to do at the gala?
But now we can't drop this episode before the gala because everybody will be
True.
expecting it. It's
True.
fine. Hey, watch out, everybody. You never know who's going to get iced at the gala. I think it's so fun.
I do too. Just slide it under the table. We should.
It's
Okay,
a
is that
good
what you were gonna say? We should go
yeah.
to ice people.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, no, I think we should just go randomly go around
You
and
know
ice
what
all
would
of
be
our
fun?
friends on
Is
a
just
random
ice
Sunday.
people at the gym and I'm working out. How funny would that be?
It's funny.
Whatever happened to icing? It used to it blew up back in the day.
Oh, my friends
Now I
do it all the
randomly
time.
see people do it. I'm like, that's awesome because I
We do it
forgot that
all the
was a
time.
thing. That shit's- You probably haven't never done it.
Mm-mm.
Makes you so bloated.
I know. This March, I mean, we're going to be in March. No, today is March 1st, right?
Yeah.
So this year I will celebrate 13 years. Yeah. 13 years
Okay.
ago. Take it for you.
I'm proud of myself because ever since I got back from Vegas, the day after Vegas, our friends invited us over to their house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not drinking till the gala. So I feel just fine. Like I feel great.
Yeah.
So over the weekend, I didn't feel like I needed to drink or anything. So maybe should I just not drink at the gala? Should I?
That's a you decision.
Good job. I'm so proud of
Thank you.
That's
No,
what I
it's
do.
exciting. The time flies by no matter what you do. And I know we're getting completely off topic. This happens all the time. But no, the podcast, I really just wanted to, I know that I've navigated a lot of things. And I feel like, I think where we differed a little bit, but we kind of came to kind of the perfect, meeting of not keeping it just Down syndrome specific, but I think both of us have such, perspectives and lenses on life, whether it's entrepreneurship or sobriety, Down syndrome, child loss, the crazy chaos of kids, like all of the things that we bring unique perspectives to all of it. So trying to keep it, relatable, just life, right? Because
Absolutely.
you're right. There are a lot of podcasts out there that focus on, whether it's fitness and sports and nutrition. But it's nice when you can just kind of have that relatable podcast and people who are navigating all of it, right? Because there's just so much more that comes with all of, I always say, people ask, how's it going? I'm like, trying to keep all the wheels on the bus from falling off. So every single day of my
It's
life.
good to admit that stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
'Cause maybe that's what they need to hear too.
Yeah.
Because not every day is good. It's going great. It's awesome.
And people need to understand or see the hard
Mhm.
because there's hard days. It doesn't make what we do any different or less. Everybody navigates hard. And I think the value that you place on hard is different for everybody. Navigating, certain things now will never outweigh navigating the death of our son, right? And so to me, just about anything in life is figured out.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Recently I did one of like those personality high five tests for some executive
That's the one
coaching
you
that
said
I'm
you
doing.
would take, right?
Yeah. And there's one of them and like one of my top 5 strengths, my top strength chakras coach, but then like optimist, empathetic, self-believer and believer. And self-believer is just because I've navigated so much in my life that I know everything.
You have that belief.
That I have just like 10 toes down belief.
Mhm.
You know, you may be scratched, bruised, and battered,
But
you'll make it through it.
Absolutely.
You will always make it through your hardest day. 100%.
And another thing with this podcast I think is going to be really cool is down the road when the kids listen to it. And I thought about that the other day. I'm like, you know what? This is just going to be a good resource for all of our kids to be able to come back and us sharing stories of our chaos corner because life flies by, right? I see all these parents posting senior day, senior pics because they're having seniors this year that are going to be graduating. And for some reason, there's so many on my thread. And I'm like, this is going to be here before we know it. So just taking in these times and these moments, because I do a terrible job of documenting things. And yes, I take pictures and we do reels and stuff on Instagram. But if those things ever went away, I mean, my phone has plenty. So
why does this picture look blurry? I said, is your storage full? Oh, yeah. How did you know? Shocker. My shoe.
So then I think it'll be cool to come back.
Yeah. I had somebody recently, I was talking to another mom and she was like, she's listened to all of them, but she listened to the episode with Bonnie and Isaac and how, you know, she's like, Patty, I was crying like 28 years ago and, you know, look at all of the things. And I can imagine navigating Down syndrome. I mean, I would have, obviously, but 28 years ago when you didn't have connection and resources and that opportunity to have the shared community. And then, you know, people have reached out for a variety of reasons and, you know, sent comments and left reviews and it just kind of it fills you up and it
absolutely.
All right, let's keep going.
Because that's why we started all this.
Yeah. So what were you afraid of for the podcast? What were
just about not being consistent with it. You know what I mean? Like just not starting it and then maybe feeling like we're going to fail because we're not going to stay on top of all that. And again, like just how I sound, how I sit, how I look.
Oh, I know. Gosh.
Right? Because when you're on a camera,
I was just telling her earlier, like if I'm so short that if I sit in the chair like the way you're supposed to, like my feet don't touch the ground, so then they shake and it's like.
That's why I love this podcast though, because it's so casual. When the people come interview, we're like, just be you. We don't care. We'll take you as you are.
Yeah, absolutely. So just meet people where they're at. It's great. Was there ever a moment when you're like, is anybody even listening?
Every day. Until we hit 5,000. Now the belief is there.
There you go.
There's until we got to be sure that it's not your sister and my mom. No. No. You know, yeah, I think I can see the numbers though. You can't, but I can go into like our YouTube because we post our videos on YouTube too. So if you listen just on Spotify and you can't see the video, you can go watch us in person.
Awkward AF.
So that I can kind of see, but then I'm never satisfied, right? I want this to get in front of more people. I want to impact more lives and I want all this, but you always have to look and be like, no, this is 50 more people that watch this compared to the week before. And momentum will build, right? And word will share.
It's not necessarily a bad thing to never be satisfied. Like I will never be a complacent person. I don't think you ever will either. I think what we struggle at and what we need to do better on is celebrating the moment, right? Which the thing is like we celebrate all the moments with our kids and everybody else. We're done. I'm tired out. But we don't celebrate our own, right? Which is funny to me. Yeah. I don't know. We need a psychiatrist to come
we're going to just, now we get to do one big shebang. We're saving time is what we're doing. We're going to celebrate it all.
Because I mean, I think about the kids, like, you know, especially with Addi when she was born, like all of the inch stones, the milestones, you know, but then I don't know. We need to do better at celebrating our own things. I don't take I'm trying really hard to like accept compliments better. Yeah. And instead of saying thank you or but blah 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 blah, like just saying thank you. Like it's okay to receive a compliment, right?
Like my husband is when I roll my eyes. How
Beautiful.
immature. Like, can I just be a mature adult and say,
Next
thank
time-
you.
thanks,
I
babe.
know.
I know. There's a balance between like receiving the compliment and being like conceited.
But maybe that'll help me just accept it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling myself, I know.
You have to. I was at the speech I was doing. Like there are times where I have to give myself a pep talk before
Mhm.
every speech, before every IEP meeting. Like I just 10 toes down, feet on the floor, head up, have a conversation, be an advocate, share your story,
Yes.
do the things. Like confidence is sometimes a lip gloss or chapstick if you're a lesbian. That just needs to be
Jeez.
It's true.
I believe you. I believe
True
you.
story.
But it's also, looking at how many, I wish I couldn't see maybe how many people watched or listened or whatever, because then it's just like Instagram,
Yeah.
right? And how this has molded us into be like, our worth is dependent on
Bait.
and how many people watch us
Yeah.
and how many people
And it's not.
share, and it's not.
No.
So it's also like a fine line of the numbers don't matter.
Mm-mm.
It's just,
I would much rather one person listen
Mhm.
and it resonates so much with them that rather than 1,000 people listening and nothing comes from it. You know what I mean? I think engagement is a tricky thing because we maybe have 300-400 followers on Instagram, but we're getting 5,000 downloads.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. Those numbers are hard. You look at them,
Yeah.
and you always want more.
and
right?
it is. And I
It's a
think it's
dopamine,
molding
it's
everybody into that. And if you're not a part of it, good for you, because
Yes.
it's just in everything,
Mhm.
and you get on Instagram and you see, it's all kind of a comparison game all the time and whatever. But yeah, I'm proud of us and I'm excited that we're at that.
I'm proud of us
Mhm.
too, buddy.
Mhm.
Let's see. What messages from listeners have meant the most?
Oh man.
There was a handful of them. I think we got one time. and-
There was just one on Bonnie's that someone commented either on my personal profile or that was our Facebook page, but just how proud they were of her for opening up about
Mhm.
Isaac and the diagnosis and
Aw.
sharing that story, because that was real and raw.
Yeah.
And I appreciate conversations like that, because like we talked about with Bonnie, she didn't want to feel those feelings in the moment, but naturally you do.
Yeah.
And it's hard to come back to this day when you know the life your son's living and the impact he's made on your life to say those things. But it was
There
reality of where
was-
they were. And just that's the impact stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because somebody else has felt that. Somebody else has related to that. And for her to be able to
Yeah.
share that story is
I think after that one too, somebody had responded, how I was talking about Bonnie, like it's so great to have somebody and have people who have walked the path that you can follow in their footsteps. And somebody had said that about you and I and the podcast and why they love it so much, because our kids are now at the age where, people, we're forging a path
Right,
in a sense
right,
that
yeah.
people can follow, and they're really appreciative of that. And
And I think Mallory was super excited to be on here with us,
Mhm.
which was really cool to see, because she's like, I've been waiting all week to come on and
Oh.
talk and share my story. And so she was super pumped. And that's what we want to. I love
Yeah.
hearing people's stories. And so if you are in the Down syndrome community, you have somebody that you want to nominate to come on the podcast. We can also do a virtual podcast too. So we can do it via Zoom and still share stories and everything. So, invite people to be a part of this. We want to hear their stories.
Someone said that they appreciated the both of us sharing and being so vulnerable, that we have something special going on and to keep up.
Oh.
I know that there was another one that really just was like, I think I was shocked on how it was received and appreciative, of course, but I don't know if now I can't. It's
You've screenshotted me a couple of them, but I
Yeah.
can't.
I've sent them to you.
Yeah.
We should probably do something with those. Why does Down syndrome representation matter?
Just rapid fire. I wasn't ready for it.
No, I'm gonna
I
make
just gotta
you
get so many
do.
good questions.
I think, I've said this before, I think on a different one, and I think this may not be, people have different perspectives. I remember when we went to New York City, because Addi was selected by the National Down Syndrome Society. Her picture was in the Jumbotron in Times Square, and it was amazing. And so I had never been to New York. Lisa had never been to New York. So we're like, okay, let's do it.
Mhm.
Mind you, I was pregnant with Tice.
Yes.
So Cooper was what?
Very pregnant, weren't you?
18 months. Well, so
Or
that was
were you-
September. He was born in December. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm short. I look pregnant.
Well, I thought you were further along. I thought you were like a month out or
No.
something.
But, and then Addi. So we're navigating New York City with 2 little ones, and I'm very pregnant. But the best, and we did all of the things, right?
Mhm.
Times Square, Central Station,
Yeah, you're in New
the
York.
ferry, Hudson Park, floating, all of it, right? Charging Bowl, Fierce Girl. But the best part for me was Addi seeing individuals with Down syndrome every single place that we went,
Yeah,
right? Because there was the buddy walk was happening. It was Times Square, and just in the hotel room, on the elevator, on the bus that we took, on the, public transportation at Central, like everywhere we turned, there were adults, there were babies, there were kids.
Right.
There was a teenage couple holding hands.
Oh
it was
my gosh, I
so
love
stinking
that.
cute.
Yeah.
And she just saw people who looked like her,
Yeah.
that resemble her every single
Yeah,
place
and
that
I
she
think about that a
goes.
lot. And I would love to hear from adults with Down syndrome
Yeah.
or because I kind of feel like also they're just like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm me
Yep.
and I'm proud to be me. And
Yep.
if no one looks like me, that's
Cool.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I wonder, I think it's just like every ethnicity that you don't have people that I think it's every
Yeah.
disability, right? Do people have this? Do
Yeah.
people look the way I do? But it's interesting with kids with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Because some of them I feel like they're like, I am who I am, which I
Yeah.
love. Like
Oh,
rock
there's
it
an
and be proud of it.
authenticity
And
and just
it's so
very-
great because it's far and few that you're gonna
Yeah.
see someone that looks like you, right? But to get everyone
Yeah.
together, I think that at Gigi's, I'm like, does Pierce, he probably doesn't understand right now that he looks different
Yeah.
than most people. Or when he gets to Gigi's, does he understand those similarities? Or, sometimes on the phone at the doctor's office, I'm
Yeah.
like, my son has Down syndrome. And I'm like, does he hear that? And is that belittling him or like,
Mhm.
does he know that it's okay? It's not nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Or when the kids say, I want to have Down syndrome,
Mhm.
when is it going to click that he has something that a lot of people don't have,
Right.
And has Addi been there? Is Addi there?
No, I remember when it was her 5th birthday, and it was when Mattel Barbie came out with the Down syndrome Barbie, and she got one for her birthday, and she opened it up, and I have the video, and it's the sweetest thing. And she was like, Barbie, Addi, Barbie.
Aw.
Like, she recognized that the Barbie, I mean, color wise, not really, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the almond shaped eyes, and there are
Absolutely.
things about the Barbie that
That
look
resemble
similar,
her.
right? And we were coming back from Omaha for an appointment on Wednesday, and we were stopping to drop off Girl Scout cookies at Mallory's house, and baby Marty.
Yes.
Cookies. And she said, Baby Marty? And I said, yeah, baby Marty has Down syndrome like Addi. And she goes, Baby Marty, Down syndrome like me?
Oh.
And I said, yep. She goes, yay. It was really
That's
sweet and
cute.
cute. But she
Yeah.
also thinks that like baby Marty is coming to our house now, and we have to put a crib back in there or something for right. Addi. Oh my gosh. I mean, Addi loves babies because we also have baby CLO in our life, and she loves all babies.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, if you have a baby,
Look
Addie's
out.
coming.
Addie's coming
Addie's
in.
coming in.
Coming
She's
in
gonna
to
take
see
that
him.
baby. No, it's great. But
I
it's
don't know. What was the question?
I don't know.
I feel
Oh,
like
representation. I think from that level is one, but I think there's also a unique thing. Like there's a collective sigh of relief when I see adults, moms that have multiple kids that are, they have all the balls in the air, the glass balls, the rubber balls, trying to keep it all afloat. Like there's a shared understanding of like, you are doing an amazing job.
Right.
You don't have to have all your shit together.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
and you still show up. You find a way to show up,
Absolutely.
right? But I think we just have to find that balance and that grace. And so I think that's the other thing. So not just Down syndrome representation, but just shared humanity, like I said a million times today. But
Mhm.
like, not everybody has it together.
Right.
Everybody has their moments. Everybody goes through highs and lows and the ebbs and flows.
Mhm.
And those are the things that kind of shape you. Those are the things that can be a catalyst or a
Mhm.
springboard to do something different or try or just be like, okay.
This is the day. This is how it's
the
going
day.
today. And that's
Sometimes courage and being fearless is literally just making the decision to show up as you are, directly where you are, and looking at
Mhm.
directly what is in front of you.
it's funny because sometimes I'll like put jeans on and get a cute belt, a cute shirt, and cute
You are like the
purse.
most fashionist person. Like,
Or most days I'm like.
Yeah.
But when I go out on the days, I'm like, this is gonna make me feel good. I'm like, go out and do this. because you do see a lot of moms that they're just like so put together, like, oh my gosh, you look so cute. Like, I'm going to do that. And then you go and you're like, this is not me. This is, I need to be in sweatpants. I need to be in a sweatshirt. Because that's just my personality. Like, Tyler and I went and walked around the mall yesterday. I look like such a bum. And I'm like, I hope I don't see anybody had a, but I'm like, this is me.
I would love to see you looking like a bum. I would love it. Do it next time. I went to the gym and I was getting dressed and I had to go to work, and somebody complimented like my style, and I was like, what? And then I looked and I was like, well, this is like, a subscription box shirt. And like, I'm like, I hate shopping. Like, it is the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
I hate it. I'm not a fan. But I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I hate shopping. So I did a subscription box. So I'm trying to like branch out. And they were like, hey, this looks really good. She's like,
that's awesome.
She's like, solidarity. I hate shopping too. I can't stand it. I'm like, yes. You are my people.
But again, sometimes we get caught up in being like, okay, I mean, do people have their stuff together? They look put together. But behind the scenes, they might not.
Yeah. So if you don't have your shit together,
we don't either.
Neither do we.
And to Chaos Corner, I think that's a good lead-in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Not having our shit together.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
I don't know. You go first.
Okay.
Chaos Corner, go.
Gosh, why do weeks seem like they're so long but so short? Because I'm like, what happened this last week? But
sometimes I'm like, how many lives did I live in a day?
Right. Sometimes it's like
that happened this morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. I think our lives over the last couple of weeks have kind of been chaotic, but this last week it's been building up because we own a gym, our gyms, and we help manage several gyms as well. And so we have a lot on our plate when management steps out, like our head coaches. So we had 2 head coaches pursue other opportunities. And we, left on good terms, and they're amazing coaches. Yes. Yeah, and so when I was in Florida, we got the call when I was on vacation that one of them was stepping down. And then when I think we were in Vegas, I was like, yeah, I'm like, perfect vacation. Here we go. Like, stress. Maybe that's the best time to do it, honestly, because you're like, can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So over this last week, I'm going to go take over the head coaching position in Ankeny. And it's just like, our lives are going to change a lot. And like, a lot's going to happen. And a lot has been happening behind the scenes. But I was telling Patty, a Down syndrome diagnosis has made me like the most mentally strong in my life, and just kind of how like I was raised too, because my mom raised me. She's a single parent. Like, she molded that foundation too. And my dad's a hard worker, like all of it. But I think about how I have to give myself a lot of credit for being able to handle all the stress that's come into our lives. Because I mean, taking Pierce all these appointments that he has now, having another full-time job on top of the job I already have, like there's a lot of responsibilities to take care of. And I could easily mold and be like throwing it all in the towel. I give up. I'm backing in a corner. But it's made me be like, we're going to figure this out and it's going to be okay. If anything, I'm excited to see how I can grow myself, right? Because I think we all need that growth. But I've just been doing I go back to a lot on a diagnosis and how mentally it makes you just so capable to do other things in your life in hard times.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. And so I think it's just been chaotic of trying to figure out schedules and how my husband and I are going to balance it all out. But I don't think the kids have said anything crazy or done anything.
You will. Everything is figure outable, right? It's kind of everything is. And if you can look at it from a perspective of leaning in, it's just a season, right? And some seasons are a little bit harder than others. But if you, believe, and if you kind of give it your all, like you have the ability to still set it up for success, right?
Absolutely.
You just got to show up. What's directly in front of you. I remember when we got our diagnosis, and a friend of mine had said, Addi couldn't have been born to 2 better people. And at the time, I really didn't know how to take it. And I look back at it now, and I'm like, she's not wrong, right? Like, because of how I was raised, right? Because of the things that I've navigated in my life, you have a thick skin. I don't get offended easily. Like, you just figure out a way to do the next thing, right? You lean in. That's the biggest thing. If you can lean in with curiosity, not be afraid to fail. And when I say not be afraid to fail, like everything is, you'll learn or to work out, right?
Well, I think it's coming off a diagnosis.
Yeah.
In that moment, I was terrified. I was fearful. I was all the things. And if I can overcome that and look where it got us and look where we are, it's like you can just navigate those types of things. And I think it's every diagnosis anybody gets. It just makes you a strong, a strong person.
Right. And so you will find a way through always. There's no point, I think. What did I say? That there's somebody said something the other day, and I was like, well, there's no point in being jaded about it. Like, it takes more energy to be jaded about something.
1,000%.
Like, no, right?
1,000%.
I don't want to
feeding into negative energy. And thankfully I haven't lost. I let go of friendships like that or people that made me feel that way because it's a real thing.
There's value in a moment of like, hey, let's go to a smash park and let's break every single thing that is in that room. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
Like, I cannot take one more thing and still knowing that it is going to be okay or it'll be figure outable.
Yeah.
There's a balance between being able to sit. So that high five test I did, right? So 2 of the things, empathetic and optimistic, right? No, the high five. Yes. See, look at that high five. So the 2 other strengths I have are optimistic and empathetic, right? And when I look at optimistic, sometimes it can be taken as like toxic positivity. Right?
Yes.
Because I am very much a positive person, right? But it's interesting that I also have the empathetic as a strength too, because you can sit in spaces while people are navigating hard, right? It's not sugarcoating things. It's just being able to sit there with them and say, hey, this is a lot, right? So I never try to tell people like, oh, it's going to be okay. Because that's not, that's not helpful, right? That is a lot you're navigating. That has to be hard. I know you'll figure out a way. Here if you need anything.
Absolutely.
How can I help? Right? If I have capacity.
But, Pierce also had his sleep
study.
My
gosh, I saw that. His mask.
Did
he do a great job?
Does Addi's not look like that?
No.
What's hers look like?
It's just a nasal one. A nose one.
Yeah, he looks perfect.
He looks like he's a air fighter pilot. Like,
so I was like texting him like, okay. Because, it's not being able to be there, but also like Ivy's having some issues of me not being able to spend time with her. So we're kind of in the spunk of, she must wear a knee brace. And so she's like, and then I knew they're going to go out to the farm because we had a lot of work to get done. So she's like, I never get it. You're gone a lot. And it's only going to get worse. And it's going to, this is a hard thing of navigating careers and life and multiple kids and time spent with where you need to be in intentional time. Because I need to get better at that. Right. But she was like, you never, and I'm like, Tyler, like, as much as I'd like to be there for Pierce, can you take him? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So he took him, and then, I'm like, how's he doing? Tell him that
keep me posted.
This is just a night, and he's going to be okay, and it's going to help him feel better, and it's going to have more energy. He's like, got it.
He's probably, yeah. Lisa probably feels the exact same way. She had to take Addi to a doctor's appointment the other day, and I'm like, don't forget to mention this. How's it? And like, first I was like, keep me posted. And when I say keep me posted, it is, you better be like, like, do you have any questions? Did you tell them about this? Did you ask about this? Do we need this? Like, stop setting Lisa up for failure. If you need to do the appointment.
Well, and we read a movie and I was in there like underneath, like, because I don't want to
texting during the movie.
Yes, because I was like, Rick, what's going on? And then Tyler sent me a video of him with the big mask on. And I'm like, hold on a minute. Like, this is supposed to be a sleep study. I never remember sleep studies and him being this big ass mask. Like, ask them why he has a CPAP machine on and they're not doing a sleep study. And I sent him this paragraph. He's probably like, she's crazy. She's crazy. I'm like, please. Yeah. And he knows, like, okay, I gotta ask. But they're experts, right? Yeah. So his thinking is logic. Like, they've got it figured out. They have the notes. They know what they're doing. Mine's like, he's gonna. Mine's more emotional. Like, he has to be so sad. He has that on his face. And he's like, she said, and he said, blah, 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 blah. And they can still do a sleep study with the CPAP machine on because it's going to tell him how many times he lost his breath. Yeah. So he's like, I'm like, thank you. That's all I need to do. But oh my gosh, I have some funny stories. And then you got to get into your chaos. Porter, our youngest, he's so funny. Like, just naturally funny. I don't know where he comes up with that. But we were at the Dollar Tree getting candy to take to the movie because that's our secret. We stop in there and then we put it in our bags. And he saw these cigarette candies or whatever. And he's like, Mom, I've wanted these since the 90s. But he's so serious that the 90s was in his time. And like, it was actually a date that he knew like just a few weeks ago. That was the 90s. And then we go to
Okay.
Lush where they do like the bath bombs.
Okay.
And so he's like washing his hands and he dries them. And they're like, how do your hands feel? And he's like, epic. I'm like, who says that? And then he tells the ladies, because they're in pajamas and they're like, you guys going to the movies? And the kids said, yeah. And she goes, oh, and he goes, yeah, my mom took us to Dollar Tree. We bought a lot of candy. We're going to shove it in the bag and we're going to take it into the movie.
Way to call him out.
Ivy's a rule follower. She was looking at him, staring across the store, looking at me like,
Oh.
we're going to get in trouble. So then she was scared to take the candy into the movie. And I'm like, honey, we're going to be okay. And she goes, Porter, you do not tell that guy that we scan our ticket, that we have candy in our bag.
I love
just
how
so
kids
funny.
quickly humble you and remind you that they're not like the children that came before them or after them.
No, and I think it made her feel better because all the ladies in that store were like, honey, we've done it too.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I think everybody
Porter and
stinks.
Ivy are so completely opposite. Oh my gosh. I think my chaos corner right now is just kind of, we've got Addi is doing Special Olympic swimming.
Yes.
And then she's also got gymnastics that she's doing. And just like the boys are getting signed up for soccer and for T-ball, but because Trice and Cooper are in like different age groups, we're just going to be at the soccer fields. No. Day, different times. So we're just going to be at the soccer field from like 5:15 to 7:15, an hour for each one of them. And it's like, oh, well, I guess we better go ahead and start investing in some pretty good chairs.
Right.
Like this is going to be,
They're going to be sitting
for a while.
I know winters are nice because it's kind of like a little bit of down. Well, I guess
Yeah.
I can't say that because you have basketball
Yeah.
kids and all that. But
Yeah.
and as I get older, we'll
Yeah.
go through those seasons. But for us, winter's pretty
Passing
chill.
ships in the night.
But now we got we
Yeah.
send the kids up for some things too. So I feel but that's a long night for you.
It'll be fine, right? Like I grew up on athletic fields.
Mhm. The kids run around outside. They get
Yeah, it'll be fine. And like for me, I just want them to experience all of the sports or
Mhm.
all of the
See what
things
they
to
like.
see what they like.
they're gonna.
I'm not sure if my dad actually listens to this podcast, so that's okay. Like when you turned 5 in our family, and I have all sisters, when you turn 5, like you get your softball glove, right? You did not get an option on any other sport. You played softball, right? We did indoor league, outdoor league, ASA, travel ball, all of it. We dressed the fields. We were on
Right.
board. Like we lived at a softball.
Did your dad play baseball?
Yeah.
So I was gonna say why.
I mean, so it was just that's what
Yeah.
we played, right? You weren't even allowed to mention the word soccer. And so now it's funny that we've signed the boys up for soccer. And my dad's like, what? Right? So it's just, I want to make sure that they have the opportunity to figure out what they like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Addi is killing it at swimming.
No, that's it.
Loves it.
So Pierce and Addi, I think you started right when we got done because Pierce had a
the
surgery.
surgery.
So we missed each other. And it's, you guys, they literally swim for 45 minutes straight.
Mhm.
It's just go, 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 go,
Mhm.
go. And the swim coach is
Yeah.
amazing. The whole team's amazing. But she did message me and say that they might want to do something in April and
Yeah.
May. So that's going to be awesome.
No,
Because
I'm
then
excited.
he can get back in the water. So
Yeah, I think that's like just a lot of the chaos that's always happening. I think what I'm struggling with the most right now, though, is just Lisa and I need to find some date nights,
yeah, for you guys.
Yeah.
It's hard, right?
quality time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I envy our friends that from the very beginning just, prioritized
Mhm.
date nights, and we need to do a better job of that
Yeah.
because we don't find enough time for each other. We did for Valentine's Day, and it was great and we had a
Mhm.
blast, and we were able to, get a babysitter and go out and do something.
Yeah. Last night, the kids went out to the farm yesterday. So we cleaned the house. And I mean, it
That's
was
your
kind
date
of nice
night?
for me because it went a lot faster. But then we got done and we could enjoy it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if he's like sitting, like watching a show, whatever, then it's like I'm doing it all and I'm like frustrated because he can sit. Like, so it was actually good to like help each other out and get things done a lot faster. So then we had time to like sit and relax and then clean. Like I just need clean spaces.
Yes.
And I'm not over the top. I'm not super OCD, but I just got to have things picked up. Just things, places
Are the biggest
that need
thing
to
for
go
me.
places. Yes.
Yes.
So it's kind of nice. So we
I
just
think
went
my
home,
grave,
cleaned as fast as
my
we could.
headstone will say, is that where that's like, where's that supposed to go? Everything has a spot.
Right.
Is that where that's supposed to go?
Mhm.
Really? Just in the middle of the table on the counter? It can go in the trash.
And they look at you like you're the crazy one.
I know, right?
This was not
Everything
me.
has a place.
And then they're like, well, that's your pen. Don't worry about my shit, honey. I said, pick up your 18,000 things of crap.
I really, really, really want to rent a dumpster. Do it. I will. I probably will.
Tell me when you got it.
Yeah, you coming over too? Like, I got some stuff for your dumpster. I mean, I donate all of the things that we possibly can, but
I like,
No.
yeah, hiding there. stuff in the trash. And you put like a trash bag over it so they can't see it.
I literally threw a toy away and Lisa took it out. It was like this shark thing, but it was all busted up. And she opened the trash to throw something else away and saw it and took it out. And it was like this huge shark thing. And it was broken.
You gotta take that straight to the dumpster.
I know, right? So she took it out, but then she tried to hide it by like, and I'm like, Lisa, she goes, what? The kids like it. I said, it's broken.
It's broken.
It is broken.
GTFO now.
Now. You see those memes where it's like, you know, mom's on a mission when like the Glade bag comes out. Oh, I love it. And I'm like,
just, and I take the rest to the trash. Nothing better than broken toys going in that thing.
Lisa, like, this is not Toy Story. They do not have that. Don't you? No. No. So you know that, what's that cute little monkey's name that's been like making national
George?
No.
Like the real monkey.
The real monkey that was
my friend Maggie. She always
and like it's like pulling the little stuffed monkey along. Yes. It was named Punch or something.
I don't know.
Like
she told me about this. And she gets the weirdest.
I know.
You know Maggie?
Yeah.
Her feet is full of the weirdest shit, and we don't know how she gets it. So she's like, you know this monkey? And I'm like, no. She's like, of course you don't, because mine's always full. But she showed me a video, and he's
so cute. But he was like getting bullied by other monkeys because he didn't have hair, blah, 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 blah. So Trice has been like pulling around this stuffed monkey, this gorilla that I actually had from my childhood or from my younger years. So he's been pulling it around. It's so cute. And so he's walking around in his diaper and he's pulling his monkey along. I'm like, oh, I have my own little Punch. It's funny. So really excited. So we're in March now, and World Down Syndrome Day is not that far away. So I think we've got some maybe interviews and some fun things coming up. And getting ready for that. We've got gala next weekend. So enforcing.
You know, I still don't know what I'm gonna wear. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh. Amber,
what is wrong with you?
You sound like me. Usually you have your shit
I told that to Tyler last night.
Wait to the last minute.
And I'm like, gosh, we're walking around. I'm like, this was my theme.
Yeah, it was.
Go all out.
You thought of this theme the day after the gala last year.
I'm failing.
What are you going to wear?
I have a couple options, but I'm just not in love. Every year and month out, I'm like, this is it. This is the outfit. I think like a black jumpsuit.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's not.
I mean, considering you've done like neon pink and you do like
this whole black thing is not, I'm not biting with this black.
Or get on something and have it shipped to you.
Amazon this morning. I don't know. Well, it'll still work out, but yeah, it's weird. I'm like, this is weird. This is really weird.
So hopefully I have some fun stuff come up for you guys. Thank you so much. 5,000 downloads. Look at the elbow.
Oh, I didn't.
Look at that elbow. I see.
See? I didn't look at it. I didn't. I looked at the hand.
No. See? Look at the hand, then it can sometimes not be the best. But when you look right at the elbow, that's it. The smacks are good.
This hair is okay. All right. Thank you guys.
Thanks for coming to our chaos.
It's fine.
Have
a great day.